Cristo, no me trates de parar. Yeah. No.
So it seems like almost every YouTuber these days is trying to get into music, with people like Jake Paul and Rice Gum topping charts with their diss tracks, and other YouTubers like Gabbie Hanna breaking records in music, like when she took the #1 and #2 spots on iTunes in the United States after the release of some of her singles. But just because YouTubers can make music doesn't always mean that they should. Hey, what's up IOers, it's Mackenzie Smith here, and today on the channel I'm going to be filling you in on 4 YouTubers that can't really sing. But before I get into it, I truly mean no hate to these people. Everyone has bad days, including me, as I'm sure you've seen on the channel, so this isn't like the end all be all of their singing, but I'm mainly just filling you in on what a lot of other YouTubers have said online about these YouTubers and their singing. So after all that, let's get into the video. So the first person we're talking about here is Danielle Cohn. So Danielle's been making music for years, and ever since she started, people don't really seem to be here for it. Right now, her video Marilyn Monroe has more than double the amount of dislikes than likes. And let's just say the comment section isn't pretty. People are also calling her out for the fact that she's only 11 in the comments, but honestly that's a whole other video. So after a few of her singles dropped, a lot of people were saying that the songs were heavily auto-tuned. And well, people were able to see her vocal abilities firsthand live at Playlist Orlando last month. So from the video you just saw, I mean it's not great. It sounds like she's kinda struggling to breathe and sing at the same time while dancing, but honestly that could also just be from nerves and being in front of a huge audience like that. And people are coming for her in the comments saying that she can't actually sing without the help of autotune and that she sounded out of breath the whole time. Which I mean she kinda did, I don't know if that's the result of her trying to sing really low notes or something. Who knows, I'm not a singing expert. Also, people were roasting her for using Spanish lyrics when she wasn't saying anything correctly in Spanish. So yeah, I guess we'll see how her label tries to recover her music career after that bad performance, because wow, she got an insane amount of hate for it after, with all the T channels covering it. So next up, Jacob Sartorius. So Jacob's been making music since 2016 when he dropped Sweatshirt and it was almost instantly memed. Well, since then he's still released music with tons of his fans absolutely loving it, and the rest of the people trying not to laugh. But the main blow up regarding if he can actually sing came after his Genius Verified Lyrics interview. And don't worry, we have plenty more roasting of Genius videos coming soon in this video. But after this video came out, people were roasting him in the video, saying that most of his singing is actually just talking, and his voice sounds extremely dry without autotune. People also roasted the lyrics that he's trying to give a deeper meaning to in the video, as that's the whole point of Genius Verified interviews. The one in particular that people lost it over was the lyric, quote, "Waiter with my Coke who doesn't care about my health." And I get why people were roasting him here, because that legit makes no sense. That waitress is probably making $4.50 an hour. They hardly have enough patience to care about getting your food order correct, let alone your health from ordering a Coke. What? Next up we have James Charles. So James is someone that seems to have always been pretty serious about making music, with him incorporating singing into a ton of his videos in the past. Like this one, and this one, and these ones. And in my opinion, I actually think that James is a great singer and has an impressive range. But of course, since the internet loves to hate James, plenty of people have accused him of not being able to sing. One of these people is actually a renowned musical critic on YouTube, Tristan Paredes. Sorry if I said that wrong, Tristan. So Tristan actually made a video ripping apart James's cover of Ariana Grande's God is a Woman, and he did not hold back, calling out James for being flat, having too many unnecessary runs, and just roasting the quality of the runs in general. But after that, James actually agreed to do a vocal lesson with Tristan so he can try and fix some of his issues. And after just one lesson, fans were saying James should hire Tristan full time, as fans had already noticed a huge difference in his voice. On that video, James also opened out about how he's really insecure about his voice, and that it's very hard for him to take constructive criticism about singing because it's something he's just so passionate about and wants to potentially do in the future. And he actually even thanked the haters for putting him in his place so he could do his best to improve. So I mean, it seems like, he's pretty humble about everything, but obviously he doesn't like receiving hate like most people. Next up, Gabbie Hanna. So Gabbie is another YouTuber that deals with hate because of honestly almost everything she does, and sadly for her, her music is no exception. Gabbie really started to get serious about music after the release of her single Out Loud, which was released in 2017. Originally it was just a promo for her book, but after the song did really well and she was asked to perform at various YouTube conventions, she started to get further into making music. But along this journey, there were of course plenty of people calling her out for being a bad singer. One YouTuber I actually like a lot called Honest got in some beef with Gabbie when he put her in an unpopular opinions video, saying she's overhyped and can't hold a tune. And then she clapped back on almost every social media platform, proving she was incredibly salty about him calling her out, but of course trying to save face by like laughing about it and seeming really unbothered when the internet could tell she was super bothered by it. But after a few people called her out for her subpar singing, she actually invested a ton of time into working with a vocal coach, and it's the same one that I mentioned before, Tristan Paredes. And after he did a 30-day transformation of her voice, she actually started to sound a lot better, and she even dropped Monster, which gave her more critical acclaim in the music space. But then came the whole Genius scandal, where after she did a Genius verified lyric interview, she got memed like crazy for this moment.
But what if I'm the monster that's been here all along?
And if you didn't catch that, basically people were memeing the fact that on the word monster it got super loud and sounded like she was crazy at a pitch or crazy loud or something. But after this, Gabbie came out saying that Genius basically did her dirty by using a different mic when she got loud with her singing. But that didn't stop people from of course saying it's just because she can't sing. And people were saying that of course just because she can sing doesn't mean that she should. But I want to end this off with my opinion. I actually think after all the hate that Gabbie's received about her singing, she's really improved a lot, and I think Butterflies was actually a great song, and she has a few great songs that I really liked. I really liked Honestly Part 2, even Monster, but Butterflies is my favorite right now. And her songs keep getting better and better with every release, so I really think that people need to stop hating on her. I think she's probably the most hated person on YouTube that can't sing, but I truly think she's probably the person with the most promise in my opinion, so we should all just, you know, give her a break. Like, she had one bad interview, a few bad lives, but again, we all have our bad days. Okay guys, so that's all for this video. Let me know your thoughts on all this below. And do you think there are other YouTubers that can't sing that I should include in maybe another video like this? Or do you think people are just being way too harsh on these kids? Because Jacob and Danielle are truly so young, and I hope that people have it in their hearts not to just totally roast them, but hopefully give constructive criticism instead, because they're so young on their journey. Like, who knows where they could be in even 10 years. But speaking of comments, I'm gonna shout out a few comments from my Instant Regrets Part 2 video. So GRH said, I regret not buying toilet paper, Roadhouse. And oh my god, this is just so accurate right now, it kinda hurts. Then Slow-Mo said, the one with the girl by the railing who got splashed was probably at an amusement park. One of those rides that splashes water everywhere. Okay, thanks so much for including that, because I was truly trying to figure out how that happened, but that makes tons of sense. Then Handling the Howard said, rubbing alcohol takes ink out of jeans, just so you know. This is like the more you know rainbow. Thank you so much for including that, I had no idea. Then Sarah Petrie said, the worst thing I've ever accidentally brushed my teeth with is icy hot. I was about 5 or 6, it was not a great time. And wow, that's crazy, that combo, icy and hot in your mouth, would just be a truly wild ride. And at 5 or 6, yeah, that would be a little traumatizing. Then Rage Babe said, why would she even film her daughter with a plastic doll in her eye? She should have stopped. So I saw a lot of people comment this on the video, and in the video I do think I said the mom filmed it, but that's just because that's what all the articles said. But to be honest, I think there's a really good chance that someone else filmed it, like maybe even the girl was filming it herself, and then she just dropped the camera while her mom was doing the thing and it still recorded it. Because honestly, I don't think it's possible that the mom could have actually recorded it while, you know, getting the thing out of her eye. So I think that someone else probably recorded it, and she still deserves praise for handling like a boss, in my opinion. Anyway guys, so that's all from me today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe down below to see more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.